As part of wrapper class, we have understood what is a wrapper class. A class which is used for representing primitive value as object is called wrapper class. Next, why wrapper class? Why wrapper class? Wrapper class is used for representing primitive value as an object and passing it as an argument to a method, or returning primitive value as an object from a method. We will use wrapper class. Generally, wrapper class or wrapper classes concept actually given for storing primitive values in collection. Okay, wrapper classes mainly used for storing primitive values inside collection. Collection doesn't accept primitive values. Collection accept only objects to store. What is the purpose of collection? You have array. Array is meant for storing multiple values as a group. But how many values it allows to store? Only fixed number it will store. Okay, if we specify 5 values. If we specify 6 values. If we specify 8 values. Beyond these values, it cannot store. But I need a growable array. As and when I am increasing the values, it should keep on take the values and store. That is what collection. So collection is used for storing multiple values or multiple objects as a group. But the limitation of the collection accept only objects. It cannot store primitive values as a values. So then, how can we store primitive values in the collection? Convert primitive values as object, then store object inside collection. So what is a wrapper class? A class that is used for representing primitive value as an object is called wrapper class. Wrapper class is used for converting primitive value as an object to store inside a collection. Okay, I have collection object. Then I have primitive value 5. I have primitive value 6.7. I have primitive value 8.0. So like this, single quote A, I have true. Like this, there are so many primitive values are there. Then I want to store all these values inside collection. So what should I do? Convert primitive value as object, integer object, double object, floating object, character object, boolean object. Then store all these objects inside collection. Pass this collection as an argument to a method, or pass this collection as the return type from the method. Then inside that method, I have to retrieve these objects from the collection. Yes, I take an integer object 5. Now I wanted to use that integer object 5 in the program as a 5. No, you have to take that 5 out. That means first conversion, you have to convert primitive value as an object. Second conversion, you have to convert you have to convert wrapper class object to primitive value. So in the collection chapter, you are going to experience this point. Clear? So what is a wrapper class and why wrapper class? We understood. Then how many wrapper classes Java support? 8 wrapper classes Java support, because 8 primitive data types are there. 8 wrapper classes we require. Each primitive data type to represent we have separate wrapper class. Then are all these wrapper classes compatible to each other like primitive values? Wrapper classes are compatible. Can we assign byte to short? Yes. Can I assign short to in? Yes. Can I assign into to long? Yes. Similarly, can I assign byte class object to short class variable? No. Can I assign short class object to integer class variable? No. Because these classes are not super subclasses, they are siblings. Hope you remember inheritance chapter. If you want to store one class object in a reference variable, what? That class must be subclass of, the object class must be subclass of reference variable class. All these wrapper classes are individual classes. They are siblings. They are not super subclasses. Then who is the super class of all these wrapper classes? Number and object. Number and object. So byte, short, integer, long, float, double are the subclass of number. Number is the subclass of object. Character and boolean are direct subclasses of object. Okay, nice. Then tell me, what are the different methods or constructors available in the wrapper class? Mainly wrapper classes are meant for performing conversion operations. First point, what is a wrapper class? Second, why wrapper class? Third, how many wrapper classes? 4. Who is the super class? Who is the subclass? Wrapper classes are compatible? No. Who is the super class of all wrapper classes? For number wrapper class, super class is number. For character and boolean, super class is object. Then what are the main purpose of wrapper classes? Wrapper classes meant for performing conversion. How many conversion? 6 conversion. What are the first conversion? Primitive data type to wrapper class object. Second conversion, wrapper class object to primitive data type. Third conversion, primitive string object to primitive data type. Primitive string object to wrapper class object. And the next, primitive data type to primitive string object, wrapper class object to actually basically 3 conversions. Primitive value to wrapper class object to primitive string object. Next, primitive value to primitive string object to primitive value. Wrapper class object to primitive string object to wrapper class object. So 3 conversions, vice versa, totally 6. Okay, now yesterday we completed 3 conversions. Primitive value to wrapper class object conversion, we have constructor of primitive data type. To convert wrapper class object to primitive value, we have xxxx value method or type value method. For converting primitive value to, for converting primitive string object, to wrapper class object, we have, what is the method? Constructor. We have constructor. Value of method is also there. Constructor of what is the parameter? String type parameter. Constructor of string type parameter. Now look at here. Wrapper class convert constructors and methods. To perform above 6 conversion, every wrapper class has the required number of constructors and methods. Check API documentation for more details. Gurtunda, API documentation means all these wrapper classes are your own classes or predefined classes, sir. Then for predefined classes or user-defined class, we have API documentation. Now, byte, short, integer, long, float, double, character, and boolean. Then, now for performing first conversion, we have constructor of primitive data type or value of primitive data type. Constructor of primitive data type available from Java 1.0. Value of primitive data type method is available from Java 5 version onwards. Value of method is a static method. Then, is this constructor and value of method available in byte class, short class, integer class, long class? Float class, we have 2 constructors, that is float of double, but we don't have value of double. Hello? We have constructor of double, but we don't have value of double. Constructor only overloaded, but value of method is not overloaded. Then a double, character, and boolean available. So the special point in this first conversion is what? Float. Next, we have, I want to convert wrapper class object to primitive value. Then further we have xxx value, means type value. Now in byte class we have how many xx values? 6. Short also 6, integer 6, long 6, float 6, double also 6. In character we have 1 class and boolean class we have one method. In boolean class we have method char value and boolean value. Gurtundam Machpera, did you remember or forgot? Forgot. Remember? Pakka? Then all people are looking, first time you are listening. Remember or forgot? Really remember? Okay. Now I want to convert primitive string object to wrapper class object. For that, in all wrapper classes we have 2 methods. Constructor of string, value of string. There is a twist here. Value of string method is available from beginning version. Constructor of string available from beginning version. Value of string method is also available from beginning version. But value of primitive data type method available from Java 5 version. Okay. Now here we have primitive string object 1 method in all classes except what? Character. Now for primitive constructor, special class is float. For string parameter constructor, character class is special. So these 3 points we have completed in last class. Everyone, hope you all understood. Now today let's try to complete remaining 3 conversions, and also we'll understand command line arguments application, buffer reader class for reading data from the keyboard, the problem of command line arguments, the problem of buffer reader, then the solution of scanner I will try to understand. Let's continue. So hope you all type this code in your system. Did you find the free time? Really? Using Eclipse or using Edit Plus? Eclipse Edit Plus? Edit Plus. Edit Plus Jamana over. Don't use Edit Plus. Integer dot value of method. Integer of primitive data type parameter method available from which version? 1.5. Okay, value of int available from 1.5. Value of string. Do you have any number here? I mean, any version number here? When there is no version number, it is available from beginning version. Just to confirm that point, I take. One minute, let me see anybody crying in group for a link. Okay, right. Today we will try to understand the fourth conversion, converting primitive string object to primitive data type conversion. If I explain, you will understand. I didn't explain. Okay. Next, primitive string object to primitive data type conversion. Did you remember yesterday Boolean class? Is Boolean class throw any number format or null pointer exception? No. If the given value true, true, in any case, uppercase or lowercase, doesn't matter. It returns what? True. Else returns false. If we pass null to the constructor value of method, we will get null number format exception. We don't get null pointer exception, we will get number format exception. Next question. The fourth conversion is converting primitive string object to primitive data type. There are two ways of conversion. First, take double quotes 50 string, convert to wrapper class object. From wrapper class object, convert to primitive value. How? String string value equal to double quotes 50. It is a string object. Convert to integer object. Integer IO1 equal to new integer of our pass value. Okay, then convert primitive value. How? Int I1 equal to come on, IO1 dot int value. Int value method meant for converting wrapper class to primitive value na. In childhood, especially in villages, your grandparents or grandmother, father or relative, some statement they will say, I don't know, North India side this is there or not. Our South India we have. If you are keep on telling something is not dragging something, people say, if I ask you show your nose, directly show it. Why you are showing like this? There in North India also. Super, yeah, okay. So why don't you show your nose directly? I want to convert double quotes 50 to primitive value 50. Why in the middle this nonsense wrapper class conversion? Am I right? In a Java 4 version, Sun Microsystem realized, oh, this conversion is lengthy, so let me hide it. Initially, Sun Microsystem showing no rounding of the head. From Java 4, they realized, no, directly let me convert double quotes 50 to 50. Okay, earlier, what conversion you have to do? Up to Java 1.0 to Java 1.3, people has to first convert to wrapper class object. On wrapper class object called what? Int value. From Java 1.4 version onwards, don't call Java 4, you have to call Java 1.4. Java 5 onwards, 5. But before Java 1.4 onwards, directly int I1 equal to double quotes 50. If you write, compiler will scold you like anything. Tumri fellow, how can I assign string to int? In an integer class, we have given a special method called what? Parse int. What is the method name? Parse int. Parse int. So whatever here the constructor doing, whatever constructor is doing, the same job is now doing by whom now? Parse int method. Parse int method converts this double quotes 50 to 50 and returns that value to our program. That means constructor and int value, whatever the operation doing, both constructor and int value operation combined and gave us a simple method called what? Parse. Tell me, is this method available only in integer class or in all wrapper classes? Parse xxx. Okay, it is available in all wrapper classes. Tell me, in byte class, what is the name of this method? Parse byte. Everyone should participate. Next short, parse short. Next, parse long. Parse float. Parse double. Parse char. Parse char. Tell me, do you have a constructor with a string parameter? Then how the parse char is available? Not available. Parse boolean? Parse boolean? Yes. Same points. Whatever we discussed the third story, say third conversion, whatever you have learned, fourth conversion is as it is. First, what you write? Int I1 equal to integer dot parse int of double quotes 10. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Then I1 value directly contains what? 10. Okay. Next, integer dot parse int of double quotes 10. If I write, what happened? Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. What was the rule yesterday we discussed? What was the rule I told yesterday? The string object you are passing as an argument must contain the value in the range of integer primitive data type. integer primitive data type int. Is it in the range of integer? No. Then we get number format exception. Tell me, byte b1 equal to byte dot parseInt. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Like int values, byte value, short value, parse method is not available in all classes. Parse method is available one method, one class. Only type value available 6 methods in all 6 classes. So byte dot parseInt compile time error. Byte dot parse byte, come on. Compile time error, no compile time error, no compile time error. Byte dot parse byte of double quotes 128, no compile time error, but you'll get number format exception. Hope I no need to show all these points in the system. Should show or not required? And tell me, float dot parse float of double quotes 10, double quotes 50.45, double quotes 606.678 AF, no problem. Parse boolean of true, allowed. What the value? True. False, hurry, TURE, false. Excellent. Clear my point? Check. Let me type. Tell me, volume 1 is easier, volume 2 easier, volume 2, volume 1 easier, volume 2 easier. 1A easier, 1B easier, volume 2 easier. 1A easier. Why? And a volume 1B tougher. Volume 2 more tougher. The volume 2 tough, you are saying. So finally you concluded volume 2 is very tough. Bola. Okay, listen. Integer dot parseInt of double quotes 50. What the return type? Int I1. System dot out dot println I1. What is coming out? Up to Java 1.3, what is the style we have to write? First, I have to create integer class object IO1 equal to new integer of double quotes 50. Then I have to write int I1 equal to IO1 dot int value. System dot out dot println. What do you write? I1. This is पुराना कहानी है ए नया कहानी है. Okay. And all of both you'll get what? 50, 50. Super. Now tell me. Now I'm writing byte dot parse byte of double quotes 128. 128 and assigned to local variable B1. Allowed or not allowed? We'll get number format exception at this line number because value is out of range. I am writing boolean VO1 equal to boolean dot parse boolean of double quotes array. Then system dot out dot println VO1. You will get what? False. Character A. This is what? Small b boolean. character dot parse char of double quotes a char ch equal to enter here will give this question ch equal to system dot out dot println what is that ch what the output will get a output is what a compiler will throw error. So in an exam, your brain will not work. Double quotes a character a output is a. First, a wonderful calculation you will do. Be careful. So these are the points about conversion of primitive string to primitive value. Okay. The next interesting story. Test 05 underscore primitive value to primitive string object. No. Wrapper class object to wrapper class object to primitive string object. Once upon a time, long ago, in volume 1A, and long ago only, when we create a class object, integer, IO1 equal to new integer of 50, system dot out dot println, IO1, what happened background? Come on here. On this IO1 object internally, toString method is called and it returns current object data as a string. Tell me now, here, if you want wrapper class object data as a string, you have to call IO1 dot toString method. That's all. Then toString method takes I1 object as a current object. ToString method internal logic is what? Return. Double quotes plus this dot int value. Okay, or simply value. Internally this dot value. This dot value. IO1 is become what? This content value is what? 50. That 50 converted to string and return. Then now I am displaying IO1 and I am displaying what? S1. Tell me. Via IO1 50 is a wrapper class data 50. Via S1 is what? String object 50. Both you'll get 50, 51. समझ में आया? Tell me. Now, do you have toString method in all wrapper classes or only except character class? Come on, everyone. ToString method is available in all wrapper classes, including character. Only constructor of string and parse character methods are not available in character. Okay? So this is a simple idea. Then next one, test 06 underscore primitive value to primitive string object. Tell me, like wrapper class, right? Now I have int I1 equal to 50. Int I1 equal to 50. Like wrapper class, can I also call I1 dot to string method? String S1 equal to I1 dot to string, can I call? Hey, in a data, in a pass by current local object, current object, argument object concept I told. What are the different ways we can pass primitive value from one method to another method? We can pass primitive value only one way as argument. I can pass as a current object. What the meaning of this statement? Execute toString method from I1 class. What I1 class? Int. Is this method available in the keyword? No. Here execute toString method from IO1 class integer with the data available in IO1 pointing object. Yes or no? In an integer class, I have method, so there is no compile time error, there is no runtime error. But here, toString method not available in int class, so it is a compile time. Then tell me, how many ways we can pass primitive value as an argument to a method? Only one way, that is what? Argument. That means inside integer class, we have a static method called toString method. ToString by passing what? I1. So tell me, ToString method is a overloaded method or overriding method? Is ToString method overridden method or overloaded method? overridden. ये टू स्ट्रिंग मेथड ओवररिडन है. ये वाला कौन है? ओवररिडन है, ओवरलोडिंग का, ओवरराइडिंग का, ओवरलोडिंग का. अय्या, you forgot overriding, overloading. Overriding means same name, same parameter. Overloading means same name, different parameter. Tell me. Two object class toString method is a non-static method you have to call by using object without passing argument. Currently, this toString method I have called by using class name dot. Tell me, class name dot and is a non-static or static? Can I change overriding method non-static to static? No. Can I add parameter? No. If I add parameter and static means it is a overriding or overloading. Name is toString, but it is not object class toString. It is a static toString method that takes primitive value as an argument and returns string as a value. Understood? There are two toString methods are there. toString of no parameter method, toString of parameter method. If I call toString of no parameter method, that is a non-static method convert wrapper class object to string. toString method with the argument you have to call by using class name. It is a static method. It converts the given primitive value to string object and return. IO I1 and S1. Both will get 50-50. First 50 is int 50, second 50 is what? String 50. Now observe now. Wrapper class to string object conversion. Integer IO1 equal to new integer of 299. It is which object? Wrapper class object. Now I want to convert wrapper class object to string object. Simply call what? ToString. This ToString is a static ToString or non-static ToString. It is integer class one method or integer class overriding method, which is coming from object class. Now primitive data type primitive value to number string object or simply string object. String S1 equal to 10. Can I assign? No. Compiler throw error. String S1 equal to double quotes 10. Allowed, but it is a directly string object. No, I want number convert to string. Then you have to call integer to string of 10. Now the 10 is converted to string and written and stored in string variable. Tell me, is this line not compiled under? Why? Like parse method, no. Like constructor, byte parameter constructor, in byte class, toString method parameter type is what? Byte. Can you pass int value to the toString method? No, cannot find symbol. Then how to call byte parameter toString? By using cast operator. Can I call integer dot toString by passing character? Yes. This character is converted to int 97 converted to string. Can I call integer dot toString out double quotes A? No. It is a string parameter. Integer dot toString out 10.0? No. Double parameter. Okay. Float dot toString of 20? Allowed. 30L? Allowed. 40.0F? Allowed. 50.0F? Allowed. 60.0? Not allowed. We have constructor with a double parameter, but we don't have toString with a double parameter. समझ में आया? Again repeating. We have constructor with a double parameter, but we don't have toString method with a double parameter. toString method we have only with a float parameter. Double parameter if you pass, compile time error. Sir, I am confusing, sir. That you are confusing. No? I am not confusing. I am not confusing you even. I am just giving a statement. If you remember the statement, no confusion. If you say इतना confusion हो है, ये नहीं है, मेरा brain blasting है अंटे. Okay, catch the pieces and stick with the Fevistick. Fevikwik is there, na? Use Fevikwik, 5 rupees Fevikwik and stick it again and put in your brain. That is only the option. And tell me, boolean dot toString of false, allowed. True, allowed. Capital true, not allowed. In double quotes, capital true allowed, but directly capital true is not allowed. It is considered as a variable. Will you practice all these points? So with this, we have completed all 6 conversions of wrapper class. Now tell me, what is that? How to convert what do you call it, primitive value to string object by using two string of primitive data type. Do you have 6 methods or only one method? One method. 6 methods only for XX value method. Next, now I want to convert wrapper class to string. We have two string, no param overriding two string method. Only one conversion. If you practice, you will remember all these conversions, and in the interview you can easily pass. Otherwise, you will face difficulty. So, wrapper classes totally contains 3 points. Point number 1, conversions. Point number 2, comparisons. Point number 2, comparisons. Now tell me, can I compare? Can I compare? Comparison ante just double equal to operator usage. I am using system.out.println. Okay, let me write here int I1 equal to 10, int I2 equal to 20, system.out.println I1 double equal to I2. Can I compare? Yes. What is the output? True or false? Double equal to operator meant for comparing the values available in the object. Possible or not possible? Possible. Okay, what will get output? False. Next. Now, I am taking same thing with integer. Integer IO1 equal to new integer of new integer of 10 semicolon. Now I am taking 10 plus 10. New integer of 10. Okay, let me take 50, 50, 50, 50. Right. IO2. Okay. Now I am comparing IO1 double equal to IO2. Compulsory asking questions. True or false? True or false? Fast, yeah. IO1 double equal to IO2 what? What is the meaning of this statement? Compare the value available in I1 with the value available in I2. What the value available in I1? What value available in I2? 50 double equal to 50. True. Then what you put? True. Simple hai. What is the meaning of double equal to operator? Compare IO1 variable value with IO2 variable value. What is the value available in IO1? 50 है. कौन है 50? IO1 is a primitive variable or reference variable. How it can contain primitive value? What you have assigned here, new integer of 50. What is the meaning of it? ఏంటో ప్రతిదీ రాస్తే కానీ అర్థమైంది సచిన్. Everything I have tried. I1 50, I2 50. Here what is there? IO1 equal to new integer object reference 1010. Value variable contains what value? 50. 50 there in the variable, 50 there in the object. Inside IO1 variable, what is there? 1010. Next, IO2. Stop that puller. Okay na? देखो ध्यान से देखो, मैं क्या दे रहा हूं. IO1 है और IO1 डबल इक्वल टू IO2 एक्सप्रेशन है. When you are giving an expression why two string method is called, don't ask next time. सोच के बार में Right. Tell me. Here what written? IO1. In IO1 place, what is substituted? 15 or 10? IO2 place. If I compare primitive variables, their values are compared. If I compare reference variable also, what compare? Values only. What the value of reference variable? Reference of the object, not the value of the object. Understood? Most confusion point. When you compare objects or when you compare reference variable, object references are compared because reference variable contain object references. And tell me, inside object reference, what is there? First object reference, second object reference. First object reference is 10 and second object reference 20. Result is true or false? Everyone understand? Once upon a time, long ago, yesterday, day before yesterday, actually. Okay, day before yesterday, we have discussed one thing. If you want to compare objects, I have two ways. Number one, double equal to operator. Number two, instance of operator not meant for comparing objects, meant for comparing type of the object. If you want type checking, then instance of operator. If you want to compare objects, I must use equals method. Equals method belongs to which class? Number class. Equals method belongs to which class? I already told you, day before yesterday. What did you discuss day before yesterday? Day before yesterday, what discussed? Forgot. Come on. Day before yesterday, what did we discuss? Object class. Object class contain how many methods? 11 methods. For the first method, hash code equals to get class, to string, clone, finalize, wait long, comma in, notify all. Come on, repeat once again. First two methods, hash code equals. Next two methods, get class and to string. Next two methods, clone and finalize. Next two methods, overloaded methods, you have to talk parameter also. Wait, no param, wait, long param, wait, long comma, int param, notify all. What the use of equals method? Equals method used for comparing two objects of a class. How you compare two objects of a class? Two ways. You can compare two objects of a class by using two objects of a class by using reference or also by using what? Data. Accepting repeat once again. I can compare two objects by using either by using their reference or by using their data. Double equal to operator always compare two objects by using their reference because reference variable contains what? Reference. Equals method compare two objects by using reference by using data. Wrong answer. By using reference by default. By default, equals method compare two objects by using reference. You don't like the logic of comparing two objects by using reference, then override equals method to compare objects by using data. Tell me, references are passed into equals method or not? Then in java.lang.object class, the logic is comparing current object with what? Parameter obj. What is the current object contain? 1010. What is the argument object obj contain? 2020. 1010 double equal to 2020? False. Then returns what? False. From which class? If it is in an object class. By default, object class is defined in Java. Sorry. By default, equals method is defined in Java.lang.object class. Point number 2. In an object class, equals method compares two objects by using reference. Now, I don't like compare my objects by using reference. I want to compare two objects by using data. Then I should override in wrapper classes, in all wrapper classes, equals method is overridden for comparing two wrapper class objects by using content. All people understand that? Then tell me. Now, if we call equals method by using wrapper class object, is it executed from subclass? Is it executed from wrapper class or executed from object class? Equals method is overridden in wrapper class. When invoke equals method by using wrapper class, object is executed from which class? Wrapper class. You said wrapper class or object class? Come on again. Equals method is originally defined in object class and it is overridden in all wrapper classes. When you call equals method by using wrapper class object, equals method logic executed from wrapper class. In a wrapper class, equals method contain logic to compare two objects by using reference or their data. Data. Then tell me, now the equals method comparing two objects by using data. What the data of first object, second object? 50, 50. Then we will get output is true now false. We will get true. Understood? Shall I ask a question again? By default, always double equal to operator compares two objects by using reference. True now false? చెప్తారా skip చేసేదా? Will you give answer or shall I skip the topic? Old batches, I skip this chapter. Go to, listen, go to your Telegram group. Ask your seniors, write a question, seniors. Seniors, Harikrishna sir taught wrapper class chapter in your batch. They will say yes. Because I said I covered. So they believed I covered. But I didn't cover. Why? Because they are also sitting silently in the class. To understand wrapper classes, involvement is important. Using your brain, thinking your brain, analyzing the point is important. Because previous batch students are dirty fellows, dummy fellows, daddy fellows. They will only sit silently in the class like a statue. They have the life for walking. Once they come to the class, they lose their life. Only they will sit like that. I scold, they will see like that. I crack the joke, they will see like that. I was crying like anything, they will see like that. No expression change in the face. I explain wonderfully nicely, still they will see like that. I skip the content, still they will see like that. They were waiting only for closing the batch, so I close the batch. Understood? Yes. So, you want me to also close the batch? I'm such a crack fellow. If I don't get response, volume 2, how much I will cut, you cannot imagine. Tomorrow onwards, I don't open material. Currently, daily I am opening material and page by page I am explaining, right? Tomorrow onwards, I don't open material. I will type 2 to 3 points, the chapter completed, I will say. And you will go to material. Sir, this point not covered, sir. Yeah, that is assignment you study. Following? I'll say simply that is assignment for your self-study or to study, you study, I'll say. Go on, completed topic. మంచిగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నా अच्छा से मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ अच्छे से नहीं रिप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो सिटिंग लुकिंग that's it this से कंफ्यूजिंग हो रहा है ओके చెక్ చేస్తాను ఇంకా 2 days more 2 days I'll check if you still in a confusion mode not giving proper answer I never worry about you are giving right answer, wrong answer. I'm expecting only answer. If you give wrong answer, I'm correcting and taking you. Because it's a new style of learning. Up to now, previous chapters, what you did? You see what is the logic. You are writing logic, you know what is the logic. But now, what is the background logic? You don't know. I am explaining logic. What is the functionality of equals method? Equals method functionality in the object class is comparing two objects with reference. The equals method functionality in wrapper class comparing two objects with reference content. And now I am finally summary point I am asking. How many ways we can compare objects? By using reference, by using data, by using reference, by using data. If you want to compare two objects by using reference, I have to use double equal to operator. Use the end word double equal to operator. If you want to compare objects by using content, one time only I'll correct it. Equals, what equals? Equals operator, equals method. Full answer give, half of answers you are giving, remaining half I should give. You are giving, filling the blanks to me. Equals method, double equal to, don't say equals operator, equals and a single equal to assignment operator. You must pronounce it as a double equal to operator. Okay. Again repeating question. Double equal to operator. Always compare objects by using reference. True or false? True false questions. Okay. Equals method. Always compare two objects by using content. False. Excellent. Equals method compares two objects either by using reference or by using data depending on its implementation. If equals method, if equals method is correct. If equals method is not overridden in the subclass, it is executed from object class. In object class, two methods are compared by using reference. If equals method is overridden in the subclass, two objects are compared by using content based on the method overriding implementation logic. In a wrapper class, in all wrapper classes, equals method is overridden for comparing objects content. So when you call equals method by using wrapper class object, it is compared to objects by using content of the object. Everyone now understood? Pakka? I am creating long object. Long LO1 equal to new long of 50. Okay na? System dot outer println IO1 double equal to LO1 I have written. Tell me. What is output? True or false? Corner people not telling, Ray. You know, only few people are giving answer. Remaining people are not giving. I need 100% response in the class now onwards. If only few people are answering, remaining people are watching. I came here as a guest only. Okay, my seat is reserved. I'll sit silently. Then I will tomorrow onwards, because of your laziness, your entire batch is suffering. Understood? Era kaljudu. Spexer. Reply. Kuchon chosna what you ento. Etukunna entra. Why you are searching that side, this side? And tell me, IO1 double equal to LO1. What is output? Why false? Tell me, you are intelligent or fan intelligent? Hey, how can you compare with the fan? Right? How you can compare with the fan? I am intelligent. Proudly you are saying, go and tell, hey fan, I am intelligent, you are not intelligent. Tell me, can I compare you with a fan? Why? Your type and its type is different. If you want to compare two objects, they must be compatible type. What the meaning of compatible? Super subclasses. Either same type or super subclasses you have to use. If you use siblings or different class, if different, completely different hierarchy objects, compile time error will get compile time error. So double equal to operator is used for comparing two compatible objects. If you try to use incompatible objects, you will get compile time error. What is the compile time error? Incompatible types. The most important entry question. Silently to prove this point, okay? Silently write this line. Integer IO1 equal to new integer of 50. Long LO1 equal to new long of 50. System dot out println LO1 double equal to IO1 double equal to LO1. 3 lines. Post in the Telegram group. Ask for the help. You people don't answer. Ask, dear senior batch students, what is output of this program? You ask. Let's see how many people will respond. They will say false, false, false. Okay, why? Because like you, they will also compare LO1, LO2, another object, double equal, false. That proves that I didn't cover this chapter in their batch. Okay, next. Now commenting. In place of this, system dot out dot println IO1 dot equals I am using true or false. True or false compile time error. Why? Is it an operator? Then when call method varies compatible or not compatible. When you call a method, compiler software doesn't consider current object is compatible with argument object. Forgot that. And when a new point is coming, old points are gone. When you call a method, compiler search for this method declaration in the